Welcome back to Franchise. Finally, we're going to have a divisional matchup today, which is excellent. So, where we are so far in the season, we are struggling through April, losing most of our series so far. We did have a win against Boston, which was great, and a winning series against the Reds. But otherwise, we have lost each of our series through April. As you can see, what we're going to be doing today is we're finally going to get into a divisional matchup, which doesn't take place until most of the way through May, or into the second half of the month, which is crazy, but that's baseball, I guess. So we're going to take a look at that. First, I want to give a couple of standings, give us a chance of seeing where we're at this point. The Twins atop the Central, Astros atop the West. They are playing incredible baseball. The Braves, of course, at the top, with the Phillies close behind. The Cardinals leading the Central, and the Padres. Look at the Dodgers are fourth in their division. Crazy time. I want to show a couple of injuries for the Pirates. Look at the Dodgers. This is why Yamamoto is out. Torn labrum. He is going to have Tommy John surgery in this franchise, which is terrible. Here's where we're at. Logan O'Hoppe has come back. So finally we get him mid-May, and we'll send down Caleb Hamilton, who has been surprisingly solid for our team in franchise here. Also, Anthony Rendon is having a terrible time this season. I don't know how much longer we can handle having him around. But yeah, looking at Matt Theus, I think I would unfortunately prefer to have, though, again, like I said, Caleb Hamilton has been playing better than Theus, but that's what we've got. We're going to get into here, show you the lineups. Shanwell at the top. I want to switch O'Hoppe back in here. And get that squared away. All right, here we are. First divisional matchup is with the Texas Rangers, so this will be a tough one. We've got Chase Silseth on the mound, and he will be facing Nathan Eovaldi. And here we are. First inning, 2 out. Eovaldi pitches to Brandon Drury, and he mashes a no-doubt home run to left field. Look at that. Good way to start the game. 1-0 Angels. That has almost a 105 exit velocity. Here's Chase Silseth now, bottom of the first against Corey Seager. And he drills one into right field for a lead, a 2-out single. One on for Aroldis Garcia, and he hits him. Oh, that's not good. 2 on, 2 outs for Marcus Semien. It's a pitch, and he hits the pitcher. Oh, this is not breaking our way. Bases loaded. First inning for Nathaniel Lowe, and he drives it to right field, but not deep enough. Silseth gets out of a jam, an unlucky jam, but he gets out of a jam here in the first. Top of the second, 2 on, 2 outs for Zach Neto. Pitch, and he drives it over the head of Lowe at first into right field. Runner's going to come around to score. First and third, 2 outs for Shanwell. Bringing the top of the order back around, and he pitches, and he hits him. That's 2 hit batters in this game. Now bases juice for Mike Trout. It's who you want in this situation. 1-2 count to Trout. Eovaldi pitches and strikes him out. So a lot of base runners, not a lot of damage through 2, but the Angels have a 2-0 lead. Leonardo Taveras, the bases loaded, and he drives one to second base, to first, not in time. The run scores. It's now 2-1. Runners at first and third, 1 out for Evan Carter. And Carter drills one into left field. The runner's going to score there. And the advances from first to third. So now we still have runners at the corners. It's a 2-2 game. 1 out. 3-0 count to Garcia. And he walks him. Bases loaded again. Garcia up now. That was Seager. The pitch. Drives it to third, to second, to first. Double play. Let's skip ahead a little bit to the third inning. Marcus Semien again. And he drives it to left. Drops in for a leadoff single. Up next, Ezekiel Duran. And the pitch. The runner's going. And he is in there easy for a steal. Semien, wicket on the base paths. 2 outs. Drives it up the middle. The runner's going to score. And that makes it a 3-2 ball game. Let's move ahead to the 5th inning. Eovaldi pitches to Brandon Drury low. It's in the dirt. And he walks him with 1 out. Now is Mickey Moniak. 2 outs now. Runner on. And he drives one to deep right field. Back. He leaps. And he can't get it. Home run for Mickey Moniak. And the Angels retake the lead 4-3. Now here we are, bottom of the 5th. Marcus Semien again, and again he gets hit. Dangerous runner on first. He already has a stolen base. Pitching to Nathaniel Lowe. Suarez throws. It's another steal for Semien. That's 2 bags on the game. 9 on the season. Still pitching to Lowe. And he drives it to left field. The runner's going to score from second. And it's a 4-4 game. But we get him. The on-target throw to second, trying to advance. And he gets him out. All right, here we go. 7th inning. Drive to left field. Another beautiful hit. Oh, Ward can't get to it. He dives and rolls. Oh, that was funny. 2-out double for Lowe here in the 7th inning. Intentional walk from manager Ron Washington. And now we've got Ezekiel Duran again. And he drives it to center. Drops in front of Trout. Runners coming home. It's a 5-4 game here in the 7th. We'll skip ahead. And here comes Leclerc. He's still the closer in franchise. And he's coming in to close out this game. They've got a 5-4 lead in the 9th inning. Rengifo leading off. Comes the pitch. He drives it to short. Seager can't get to it. And it's an infield single. Not pretty, but we'll take it. All right, here's Zach Neto. Runner on first. Nobody out. Oh, he's going to bunt. And he bunts to first. And he gets him. It was not a good drag bunt. Nolan Shanwell now 1 runner on, 1 out. Leclerc on the mound. He pitches. And a drive to right field. It's not deep enough. The runner can't advance. Now there's 2 gone. For Brandon Drury, he was our hero earlier, but not here. Leclerc strikes him out, gets the save. Rangers win. Close one. Couple of lead changes. The Angels had 2 leads in the game, but it wasn't enough. Suarez takes the loss. Andrew Heaney picks up the win. Neither starter was the pitcher of record for this one. So the Angels our team did well, but not well enough. We've got to build up some of this pitching. Our offense is inconsistent. We have some power. We have some speed, but we don't have much in terms of on-base skill. So I think we're going to need to look at on-base in the draft. We're probably going to also need to look at pitching. Let's be honest, we need to look everywhere because we have an atrocious farm system as well. So it pretty much is going to be best players available. But here we go. Here are the box scores. So you can see Marcus Semien, player of the game. He was 2 for 3, and he had those 2 steals. All right, looking at May, we did squeak one out against the Phillies. We lost that series, but we took one. We won a series against Cleveland, lost a series against Pittsburgh. We split a series against KC, lost a series to the Cardinals, got swept by the Rangers. We took one against Houston, and then won another series against the Cleveland Guardians. Looks like we're beating up on the Guardians a little bit. And then we lost a series 1-2 against the Yankees. And then we lost a first game in a series against the Mariners to close out the month. So this is a view of June a little bit. We're going to take a look at our players of the month. Guillermo Zuniga, Drew Pomerantz was hit hard in May. Zach Humphreys was raking Alan Rangel, and Jose Soriano, one of our intriguing pitching prospects, had a good month. Here's where we're at. Shanwell's average has gone down. He's slumping. Trout's average has gone down. He's slumping a little bit. Brandon Drury is still the hot bat for the Angels. Taylor Ward is having a decent season. Mickey Moniak is struggling. Logan O'Hoppe is back, so we'll see how he does. Joe Adell is playing well, and Zach Neto has cooled off. He was our player of the month last month. Anthony Rendon still has a sub 200 batting average. He's out of the starting lineup now. We can't handle that. But these guys, Brandon Drury is doing well. Oh, we've got Rendon still in against left-handers, so let's take him out, and we'll move Joe Adell down. And let's see how he can handle this. See, I've taken in and simmed some games. Now we have his stolen bases up to 7. He was at 1 at the end of the first month of the season. I come in and I essentially I play, but just sim the whole thing until Joe Adell gets on base. And if he gets on base, I steal. And so that's how we've played some of these games so far. I'm wanting him to get some steals. I'm hoping to boost his steal rating. Ultimately, I think he has enough speed. There's no excuse for him not to be a 20, 30 steal guy for us. And there's no excuse for him not to have a 60 or 70 steals based on the speed rating he has on this game. Just is a question of whether he can get on base since he doesn't walk. And he doesn't have the strongest, on base skills. Taking a look at our WAR, you can see who is at the top. Zach Neto has cooled, as we saw a moment ago. Let's take a look at our pitching. Reed Detmers is still struggling, though he's got a couple of wins now. Tyler Anderson is struggling. Patrick Sandoval, Griffin Canning, Chase Silseth, they're all having really decent seasons. It's our bullpen where we are struggling. Jimmy Herget, Luis Garcia, Andrew Wantz. And you can see our ERAs are coming down a little bit. Estevez was at 10, so was Matt Moore. They're still high, but they are starting to turn their seasons around. You can see now we are at the bottom of the division. The Athletics have taken fourth place. We're both 4-6 in the last 10. The Blue Jays are leading the East against those our budding rival Orioles over there. The Twins still at the top. Astros still at the top. They are the powerhouse team. And we are last. Rangers have a good record and are sitting there in second place. Let's go look at the wild card. We are last in the American League at the moment. Braves leading the NL East. Phillies close behind. That's no surprise. Mets, Marlins, both around 500. Cardinals still leading the NL Central. Small lead over the Cubs and Reds. The Diamondbacks have taken over the NL West. The Padres 1-9 in their last 10, and the Diamondbacks went 8-2 to overtake them. Giants, Dodgers still scuffling under 500. That's a shocker. Continues to shock this season so far. So let's take a look at our power rankings. Let's see our big movers. Astros still at the top. Twins have moved up to 2. The Diamondbacks are at 4, moving up 11 spots. The Reds have dropped 6. Tigers, Brewers here in the middle. The Dodgers 14th. They haven't moved at all. The Yankees are up 14 spots. And the Padres are down 11. Pirates moving up the board to up 7 spots to 21. Giants and Guardians are diving. Marlins down 10. And we're out of the basement. We're 28th now. You know, I said when we started the series that the show likes to have my team have the Angels do well, perform better than they normally do. Well, not this season, apparently. Not this season. Let's take a look at league leaders. Corey Seager's leading with batting average .393 through 2 months. Incredible. Look at all of these solid averages so far. Corey Seager's also leading in hits. Alex Bregman, Jose Altuve, and Bobby Witt Jr. Behind him at bats. We don't care about that. Harold Ramirez is leading the league here. Doubles, Julio Rodriguez with 19. It's a pretty good pretty good rate. Holy cats. Triples, again, Julio Rodriguez. So he is having a monster season so far, I suspect. Home runs, Corey Seager at 22, Jordan Alvarez at 20, Vlad Jr., Paredes, and Bobby Witt Jr. In our top 5. It's an interesting list. Okay, RBIs, Corey Seager again, Vlad Jr., Jordan Alvarez, and Bregman. Interesting. Runs, Alvarez, Seager, Altuve, Gunnar Henderson. Aaron Judge getting some runs. Estuary Ruiz and Josh Lowe. Randy Arozarena at the top of our stolen base list. Walks, Alvarez, Soto, Polanco, Seager, Judge, Casas. On base percentage, Alvarez, Seager, Altuve. This is going to be tough. Slugging, Seager, Alvarez, Julio Rodriguez. It's not a surprise to see him here with that. Ops, then look at these. Look at these ratings. Oh my gosh. 8 guys over 1,000 here. Justin Verlander's leading the league in wins by a mile. Joe Ryan is second with Corbin Burns. John Gray with 8 losses. Saves. Andre Munoz leads the league in saves with 18. ERA. Christian Javier. He's having a season. Look at that. Under 2. Home runs allowed. Shutouts. Javier and Chris Bassett have 3 each. Strikeouts. Luis Castilla is leading the league in strikeouts. Okay. Complete games, innings pitched, walks, whip. Pablo Lopez, Corbin Burns, Christian Javier, all under 1. Pitching WAR, Christian Javier 2.1 so far. Chris Paddock with 1.9. That's incredible. And so batting WAR, Corey Seager, no surprise, 5.4. Holy moly. That's insane. Look at that season he's having. Julio Rodriguez is 3rd. Aaron Judge, Bobby Witt, Altuve, Henderson, Jose Ramirez, Devers, and Buxton. In the NL, Ketel Marte leading the NL in batting average. Orlando Perdomo and Arcia and Arise. In hits, at bats, Nico Horner, Arise. Doubles, Acuna, Suzuki. Triples, Acuna, tied with Gavin Lux with 5. Francisco Lindor is leading with home runs with 16 over Goldschmidt, Tatis, and Duvall. Ian Happ is 5th, and then Rhys Hoskins, Bell. Okay. Goldschmidt leading the league in RBIs. Xander Bogaerts leading the league in runs. Ellie De La Cruz leading the league in stolen bases with 16. Then John Birdie, Trey Turner, and Starling Marte all tied for 2nd. Yeah, the show does not do stolen bases yet. They have not picked up to where things are. Kyle Schwarber with 12 steals. Did you see that? RBI, home runs, triples. Where are we going? Okay. 6 stolen bases for Acuna. That's what I wanted to see. On base percentage, Ketel Marte, Happ, Harper, slugging, Tatis, Lamont Wade, and Seiya Suzuki. Ops, got 4 guys over 1,000 here. Wins, Spencer Strider, Max Fried, Aaron Nola, Tyler Glasnow, and Kyle Gibson, all tied with the lead at 7. Saves, ERA, Colin Ray, and Max Fried, both under 2. Logan Webb, look at that one. Aaron Nola, what's he doing with a 2.4 ERA this year? Shutouts, strikeouts, Blake Snell Leading franchise over Spencer Strider by a lot. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. The show. I don't know what's going on. Why you think Spencer Strider would be below Blake Snell here? Walks, whip, Logan Webb, Aaron Nola, Max Fried. Pitching war, Nick Lodolo, Max Fried, Spencer Strider all over two. Aaron Nola, Logan Webb next. Batting war, Ketel Marte leads with Fernando Tatis Jr. second. That is Ronald Acuna 13th. All right, that's going to wrap us up today. I hope you had fun. We'll see you next time for more franchise.